since you retired? How is your life?
It's been fun, very busy, but I've been doing things that I'm passionate about. So just involved with basketball activities that a lot of them I was doing while I was playing, my foundation, and just, trying to improve basketball in the continent as much as I can.
We're here in Dakar for the BAL. What does it mean for you to be involved in this kind of project?
It's huge because, like I said, my first time doing camps, I started, obviously I was drafted in 2003, 2004, which sounds like crazy time now, but I came to the continent with Amadou. In the beginning, we were doing, in 2009, 2010, we were doing outdoor camps. And I was going to about 5 or 6 different countries in Africa every summer. And I was just doing basketball camps because I'm passionate about it and I wanted to spread the game. So to see where it is now with the BAL, it started Basketball Without Borders, then the games in South Africa, the NBA games, and now BAL. It's amazing to see, and I love that I'm a part of it.
How can you describe the African basketball?
It's one of those things where you can see the potential of it, but you have no idea. For example, just South Sudan is one country out of the 54 countries, right? I went back and I dedicated everything for that basketball federation and what we can do in the continent, right? Because of my experience in basketball and my life journey and going back home and dedicating that much attention and focus on it, we are now not only World Cup, Olympics and so on, and #1 in Africa, but it just shows you the potential. And there's not, like South Sudan is South Sudan, right? But there's 54 countries. I can guarantee you there's so much talent, and in every country that can be done. It really can be.
Let's talk about your career. You play for the Bulls. What is your best memories with the Bulls?
There's a lot. Obviously, we had great years. Unfortunately, we never won, but we were very competitive, very close. The team, guys I still talk to, we're like brothers. But, for me, I think, making an All-Star and also going to conference final, but seeing Derrick Rose get the MVP, for some of us, you have to be humble to understand, like, I did my best to be the best I can be, but sometimes there's individuals that you're a part of their journey. And I think with the Bulls, when Derrick came with the team, obviously I had my career, we had our career, but I was part of his journey to be an MVP. And that's something that I'm proud of, and I get a lot of questions asked about it. But for me, I'm thankful that I was a part of that. So it's one of the moments that I'm very proud of.
What can you say about Derrick Rose when he was young and MVP and the great leader?
I think for me, I've been around a lot of great players. And whether it's, us as a team or, Joe Kim and so on, I think we were very humble. And I think Derrick is very humble as somebody who won an MVP as the youngest ever, and how he carries himself, how he treats other people. I think that, the world was given to him, but he still never changed who he is and how he was raised. So for me, I always say, there's certain people that you meet, no matter who they are, you could tell like they were raised the right way. So with Derrick, I think, he's very humble, and his parents did a good job of raising him.
You also play with the French guy, Joachim Noah. Yeah. What can you say about him?
Joe is one of my best friends, so it's like he's someone that I want to be, but I cannot be. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he does certain things. He's like a rock star. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm very laid back, but for him, it's like his spirit is very loving, very outgoing, very loud. He attracts attention, But he's a very good guy. And I think now even having him as an ambassador with BAL and being back in the continent, when I first met Joe, he was, from New York, from France. Now he's, doing big things in the continent. And I think it shows a lot because he's deep in his roots. And he comes from a very, very strong roots from Cameroon with his grandfather and his father. And for him to go back now and doing courts and being part of the BAL, for the continent and for people in Cameroon, it's huge to see that, because you could easily say he's from France or he's from New York, but to show that side of him, we need it, and I love that he's doing that.
I would like to talk about, to speak about Tom Thibodeau. Now he's with the Knicks, and you have some memories when you saw the Knicks play this way in the playoffs.
Yeah, I always tell people I wish Tom Thibodeau was my coach for 10 years. I think I would have a different career, and I think that when he was with me, I was able to be an all-star. I was able to show the world what I can do, and I think he's a very good coach who very much into details, to the little things. And for some people, it doesn't work well, but for others, it's like, for me, I like organized things, and I think as a coach, he's very organized and very into details, and that's why he always wins. For him, preparation and people depending on each other is everything, and I think that shows with the Knicks. It's a very unselfish basketball, very hard-nosed, and it's just about winning. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, and that's what Thibodeau is about.
What can you say about his short rotation during the playoff when a guy like Josh Hart play 48 minutes?
I don't think they will complain when they get the next contract. So, for me, if a coach is playing me all those minutes, I thank him every day. What else am I doing? I'm a basketball player. I gotta get the best I can, every contract I can make while I can play. Because at the end of the day, I played 15 years. The average years in the NBA is less than 5 years. So, if you're playing me that many minutes and I end up playing whatever years, as much as I can, the media can complain all they want, but the player knows deep down they want to be on that court. If you're a winner, you want to play every minute.
Who will be the next champion?
I'm not going to say it, because then I'm going to go on social media and you're going to keep playing it when I don't make it right. So,
I will.
I don't know, man. Minnesota's looking good, but you just never know. I think Boston obviously is strong. It's about matchup, but I think in the West right now, I like what Minnesota is doing.
Thank you, Luol.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.